Hey everyone, Lady Steam here. It is my pleasure to get to be the one to introduce you to the box number 7 of the Box of Making. This is our September 2018 box. And I'm going to start here with an unboxing, and we'll give you a chance to see the really exciting and fun projects that we've put in this box for you this time. So, let's open the box and see what's here. As usual, we've got a thank you letter. Know that we really do appreciate what you've done and your being a subscriber, all of that. And our top cap for this session is a little piece from our Hypnotransitron. I'll show you a piece of the Hypnotransitron later. But this is our Hypnotransitron. If you want to play with it for a little bit, you can get to see the gears spinning. Spinning gears on the Hypnotransitron. I'm changing my mind. Here it is. This is the Hypnotransitron. It's designed as a wall hanging to hang like this. When we're done with it, you'll actually be able to spin the handle, get really cool patterns to show up, give you something to play with on your wall. And it's a really fun little piece, we think, to build. And there's lots of room on it for decorating and making it really neat and exciting. So that's our first project from this box. You're going to need this screw and this nut, so we'll put it on the side right now, and we'll come back to it when we go to look at our pieces. We've also got our usual welcome letters here, including the list on the back of that has all the parts, but I'll also go through them in the individual videos so you know what you've got. Then we have a bag labeled the Hypnotransitron parts. These are the parts that will go with our spinny. That's kind of a fun thing. Now, the second project we've put in this box is the Haunted Comedy Club. It's a small handful of pieces, but I think you're going to have a lot of fun with it. Let me pull one up here. Here's our Haunted Comedy Club, and as you can see, it has a series of jokes inside of it. So, for example, how do you keep a monster from biting his nails? You give him screws instead. So we'll talk more about this when we go to the build instructions, but it's a fun little piece. You'll actually be able to customize how you build it and flip it over and put your own words on it if you don't like my silly jokes. And those are part of the Haunted Comedy Club. Now, let's see what else is in this box. A spare screw kit and glue, as always, along with spare wood parts for decorating on. Our art supply in this box is a really fun paint pen set. We know we gave you a gold and a copper, or a copper and a silver paint pen pack if you were a subscriber about a year ago, but we wanted to get you some additional paint pen colors. We'll talk more in the demo video about when paint pens are appropriate, but I will be including here a set of videos about how to use paint pens and the things you need to know about them. You've got 2 different sizes of 5 different colors, so that should be enough to get you going in paint pen land. And last but not least, sandpaper in our box. Last but not least in our box, we're calling the quad wobble. There's a spiral piece of wood on the bottom that I want you to be really careful with. If you're not ready to do the quad basket, you'll have leave it in the bottom. And then there are also the handles and the parts for our basket. Let me show you what that basket looks like. We did a couple of things here I think you're really going to like. So I've got this spiral piece on the basket that gives me the ability to actually play with the spirals and the pieces of the basket itself. And then you may have seen the Steamy Tech triple wobble. We've taken that and kind of quadrupled it. We added a 4th gear to it, so now it's 1, 2, 3, 4 gears, but that's not quite enough for a cool box of making project, so we flipped it over on the back side, connected the 2 middle gears together, and you actually have a total of 8 gears spinning, 2 sets of 4 each, and something we've never done before. I think it's going to be a really pretty piece to have around the house, a really pretty piece to use. You could take it, trick-or-treating if you were going trick-or-treating and you wanted to, but be really careful with the spiral if you do. You've got a little bit of fragile there, but it's a really, really pretty basket. So that's it. Our paint pen set, the quad wobble basket, the Hypno-Transitron, and the Haunted Comedy Club. All in this box of making for you for September 2020.